The 2024 Paris Car Show, Europe's largest automotive event, kicked off on October 14th with a strong presence from car manufacturers, showcasing new electric and hybrid models. This year's event highlights the shift toward electric vehicles, EVs, despite slowing demand and impending European Union tariffs on Chinese-made EVs. Renault took center stage with the unveiling of its new R4 E-Tech electric SUV, a modern take on the classic Renault 4, alongside the larger Dacia Bigster. Other notable displays included Audi's Q5, Volkswagen's 7-seater Tayron SUV, and Citroen's C4 and C4X models offering a range of hybrid, electric, and combustion engine options. While the show is brimming with innovation and the latest electric vehicles, the automotive industry faces significant challenges. French automotive journalist Christophe Bourroux noted that high prices and persistent hurdles for EV adoption are dampening enthusiasm.
It's party time again. That's what's really striking this year, is that 2 years ago we thought the Paris Auto Show was dead. Today, 55 manufacturers are here, and not the least of them. All the big manufacturers came, except Toyota, but really all the big manufacturers are here, which is important, especially the French national manufacturers. And what's also interesting is that this year, there are lots of new models, an avalanche of new models. For example, the big attraction will be on the Renault stand, which presents its revisited cars from the past like the electric R5, but also the 4L E-Tech, which is 100% electric.
Hybrid cars, which blend combustion engines with electric power, continue to see the most growth amid these market difficulties. Alpine, Renault's sports brand, also showcased its upcoming A390 Fastback, signaling its ongoing expansion into the electric vehicle segment.
I think it's now probably the best lineup the group has had in the last 30 years. You're going to see Renault cars, you're going to see novelties on the Renault Vans car, you're going to see great novelties on Dacia, on Alpine, and also on Mobilize. This year, commercially, it's actually pretty rock and roll for us because we launch almost one car every month, and this week I think it's a firework with the Renault 4, the Dacia Bigster, the Duo at Mobilize, and the 390 of Alpine.
Overall, the Paris Car Show reflects both the automotive industry's transition to greener technologies and its struggles to balance electrification with current market realities.
The dark side of this car show is that it is a celebration, but it comes at a time when the market is in trouble. The results are very bad. They have never been so bad in France for years. Electric is struggling at the European level. The markets are really falling, especially in Germany. In France, there is uncertainty because the government has just given the keys to the budget for next year. And theoretically, the bonus that is allocated to electric vehicles is being reduced for next year, with a penalty for thermal cars that will be stronger. In short, all this means that there is uncertainty, and what is likely to happen is that visitors will come to look at the cars, but it's not sure they'll buy, because they don't know which engine to choose. Consumers are not going to buy, they are going to wait. On electric, they are very doubtful because the price is still very high, even if it is going down, and even if here we see offers of prices with a €19,000 discount, or with a €20,000 discount. But it's still expensive, with a lot of uncertainties, the autonomy, the fact of having to plug in, having terminals to plug in, that is really important in the decision making. 8 out of 10 motorists say that it's a negative factor, so there's still a lot of work to do. And for conventional engines, buyers are a little afraid. They tell themselves city centers will ban conventional engine cars. So what is popular at the moment, and in my opinion this is what works, is hybrid engines, that is to say the best of both worlds, cars that are both electrified, but at the same time still run on petrol. We see sales exploding, up by 40% since the beginning of the year. We have never sold so many hybrids, because we have to reassure consumers. But I remind you that hybrids will be banned from sale in 2035. So this is not a sustainable solution, unless the European Union decides to change the rules.